joins us from Colombo. Ahmed, good morning. We've just given a broad outline of the preparations put in ahead of the Sri Lanka polls on September 21st. Help us understand the political landscape of the country and how crucial are these polls, because we've seen how Sri Lanka has been making attempts at, coming back from the, bringing its fragile economy back on track.
Good morning, Preeti, and very good morning to all our viewers. Primarily speaking, yes, this is a very important election. This is an election that is going to elect the president. The incumbent president, Ranil Wickremesinghe, is seeking a re-election on the basis of his policies that helped revive the Sri Lankan economy during the difficult phase of the economic crisis. However, that economic crisis was something which had witnessed a huge economic and political turmoil, which had forced the then president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, to resign and flee the country. Currently speaking, we have three primary frontrunners. Certain also say there are four frontrunners, but the incumbent president, Ranil Wickremesinghe, is one. The opposition leader and the leader of SJV, Samagi Jana Balavegia, that is Sajith Premadasa, is the second, and a leftist leader leading the NPP Alliance, National People's Power Alliance, is Anurakumara Dissanayaka. Now, yesterday, all these candidates and the other candidates, totaling 38, they met the Election Commission officials. The Election Commission has also given them clear guidelines as to what will be the financial restrictions and the primary do's and don'ts with regard to the expenditure. At the same time, Election Commission is very critical that the violations should not happen in terms of the Presidential Elections Act of 1981, which primarily lays down the guidelines on do's and don'ts. It's something similar to what we have in India as the Model Code of Conduct, and this is something which is akin to that. In addition, the Election Commission has also made it clear to all the private vehicle owners that they should not display, campaign material on their vehicles. That would tantamount to violation of the Presidential Election Act as well. Preeti.
All right, Ahmed, also help us understand, you've talked of the priorities for the government, but for the, the new regime that takes over, what would be the challenges ahead? And also very quickly, get us a sense of who all are in contention for the top post in Sri Lanka.
Preeti, as primarily speaking, if you talk about the current economy, the state of the economy, of course, stability is there, but still Sri Lanka is not yet out of the woods. So as to speak further into this, the IMF deal is still currently going on. There's an extended fund facility that will be available for the next another 3 years. Thereafter, from 2029 onwards, the country has to manage to repay the debt. There is a moratorium till 2028 ends, and 2029 onwards, the debt has to be paid, the external debt. Now, these are big challenges for the new government, whichever will take over. That is one. Second thing is revival of the economy also will depend on, there are a few other sectors which needs to be revived. One is the apparel sector, which has been facing tremendous challenges because of the global recession. At the same time, there are also issues pertaining to increase in the tourist arrivals also. In fact, Sri Lanka, which is a tourism favorite, has been trying to bring the tourist arrivals level to pre-COVID levels. There has been a change over the last 2 years, but they are hoping that they will touch 3 million tourist arrivals in 2025, thereby taking the earnings from the tourism sector further higher. Apart from this, there are primary issues related to the governance and the policies here, which includes anti-corruption policies as well as creation of jobs. So these are the challenges which the new governments will face, and these are the things which the candidates are talking about. The opposition candidate has always been attacking the incumbent government, saying that they were complicit with the Rajapakshas. They were also, ineffective in handling the crises well, in terms of alleviating the hardship of the poor, of the people who are under the poverty line in Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, you mentioned that who are the primary contenders. Yes, the incumbent president, Ranil Wickremesinghe, he has a certain loyal vote base. He is seeking a re-election. He's also riding on the fact that several of the SLPP lawmakers have joined him and many other smaller parties have rallied behind him. The second candidate is the opposition leader, Sajith Premadasa. He has been vocal, very, very vocal, saying that the economic crisis has hit the country hard and the government has further troubled the poor in terms of increase in the taxes and increase in the electricity tariffs and various other
Right.
facilities that the government provides. And the third candidate is the NPP leader, Anura Kumara Dissanayaka, who's a leftist leader.
All right, Ahmed, we leave it here. Thank you so much for joining in with those details.